All righty, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Live in the Wrestling Juggernauts group there. Robbie Battle, how you doing tonight, good sir?
Feeling good. Some wrestling talk.
Let me go check what's going on there with this thing. Where the chat at, folks? I'm going to be talking some AEW weird shit on Twitter that I saw today there. A couple of days ago, there was like a catfish that was busted or whatever. I don't know if you've seen anything about this, Robbie.
No, I didn't. I haven't heard anything about that.
So basically, there was an account. It was like a female, right? I didn't see much of the account. I only seen it after it was suspended or whatever there. I just read like stuff but it was an account basically with pictures of a girl, right? And it was posing as a girl called Chloe.
Chloe.
Chloe. And Chloe posted some sexy pictures, stuff like this. And it also happened that Chloe was a big AEW fan, Robbie, there. Chloe was a big fan of AEW, and she said that if AEW reached 2 million viewers, that she would show like pictures of her naked ass or something. According to the comment, she was supposed to show booty. She was supposed to show her ass. This is what I heard. It wasn't like completely nude. I don't know there, but from what I've read, it's comments about how the account was supposed to show its ass there if AEW got 2 million viewers. So a whole bunch of AEW fanboys were praising this account, right? Simping this female channel, and this channel is heroic, trying to get AEW to 2 million, right? They're fucking following this, praising oh, you're so hot, blah, blah, blah. And then an account comes out a few days ago, and the person, it turns out the whole time it was a catfish, right? So the person that the photos were being stolen and used, it's a real girl, right? So she exposed this. Who's this person taking my photos? Blah blah blah. There, And it turned out it was a dude, like
Oh yeah,
an AEW fanboy, a guy. You know what I mean? The person was exposed or whatever there. So basically, an AEW fan posed as a woman, said she's gonna get naked. Says the woman's gonna get naked if AEW gets a lot of views. You know what I mean? So basically, going to an extreme fucking weird level to try to get viewership for AEW. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that like a fucking sickness a bit there? If you're going to go to that level.
Pretty desperation right there. That's pretty desperate. Jeez. It's a hell. People are mental.
So it shows you that some of these guys are way too fucking hooked on the shit there, you know. And I remember a few months ago, I on the live show, I told Jerry about these accounts on Twitter, these female accounts that, like, you know, they're like hot women who apparently live for AEW and AEW only. Like, me, I was thinking, are they maybe actresses that are hired? Let's say maybe they hire a couple girls to go on there, get some followers. Say you show a hot girl claiming she watches this show, like it encourages people to watch like that. Sex sales, you know what I mean? I'm thinking, are they actresses that are paid to do this? Is it women fucking faking this fake over the top love for these corny loser AEW wrestlers there? Or are they like faking this so they can get followers off the fans? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's at least one of them that it was a catfish, like, you know, maybe others are catfish as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I think. It's usually a guy behind stuff like that, just somebody messing around.
It's pretty fucked up there. So we got Alan Costanza just wrote a comment there. WJ is love. Thank you, Alan, there. So what do you think of all this shit, Robbie, there?
Oh, I'm not surprised about people doing stuff like that or catfishing, and especially on Twitter. That's number one spot to get that kind of stuff. Get these girls follow you. You don't even know who they are, but it's always a very attractive looking woman. You look like they're models or something. You know, it's some dude trying to catfish or bait somebody.
Usually these people do this to scam. Imagine doing this to try to get viewers for a wrestling company. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
gotta be
ridiculous.
fucking out there in the head. Fuck. The
It's
account was called like Slut and Pancakes or something. There, Chloe was the fake name, but it's really a different chick. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So now the real girl finds this shit out, and then she sees all these fucking weird fucking dudes, these weird AEW guys, fucking obsessed with her photos and fucking see guys with Young Buck t-shirts with anime poster on their wall, fucking jacking off to her photo. She's been probably throwing up for days, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's just like AEW. Like, what I don't, I watch it, but what really bugs me is they have like all the wrestlers in the front row, and it's like they're cheering for their own shit. It's like, it's kind of
uh,
acting all crazy over their own stuff. It's like, of course you're going to cheer your own company. It's like you got these people like, and this is awesome, and then stuff like that. Well, just people that work for the company, like.
I mean, the fans act like they work for the company too, like,
Mm-hmm.
and they pretend to cheer and to love a lot of this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and you watched Impact. You watched Dynamite tonight is the same show.
It feels the same, especially with Christian and using pretty much the same music that he used in TNA. I mean, it feels just like Impact.
And you're supposed to be marking out or whatever because they got that music or
Mm-hmm. Sting.
as a grown man, why would you be marking out for this? Like it's the music he had in TNA. Like who marks out for shit like this at our age there? Like
Virgins.
uh,
Harry. Virgins.
so we were gonna go live on the Facebook page, the facebook.com/WrestlingJesus TV. The page, the Wrestling Jesus Facebook page there. We were going to be going live on that, but I wasn't able to get Robbie in, to do the review of Dynamite. So fucking Robbie watched fucking Dynamite for an hour and a half and couldn't even get him in. So we're gonna talk a little Dynamite there, Robbie.
It felt a little. Most of the matches were okay, but it just felt like you were saying to me earlier before we came on here. It just feels kind of bland, and it's not like exciting. It's just like it's an average match. Then it's you get a little short match, then a little longer. But there's this very bland. It's nothing that really makes you want to watch. It's I thought it was very kind of bland tonight. Well, it was on Wednesday, but when I saw tonight, it's bland.
It just felt like a long, boring episode of Impact. Like,
Yeah.
When Impact was a little better. Nowadays, it's like Impact. It's like a little goofy, fun show. You know what I mean? It's like they try to be like a goofy, fun. Like I'm not saying it's fun. Like that. I'm enjoying myself watching it, but they're presenting it like it's fun. You know what I mean? They got all their little goofy backstage skits and some kind of like some kind of reality Big Brother show kind of thing there that they had like I don't know, people getting eliminated or something. I don't know what it is there, but all kind of like goofy stuff. You know what I mean?
That's the thing I hate about wrestling right now. The modern wrestling is it's like it's not Saturday Night Live or Mad TV. I mean, these guys aren't comedians. I mean, and a lot of times the comedy isn't really funny. It comes off very lame.
It's like Impact. It's a bunch of little weird comedy skits, and it's like done by amateurs style there, and a lot of backstage segments with like simple wrestling matches. Well, AEW, it kind of feels like that tonight. The match, this past week, a lot of like little simple step by step match that say just go to this, do that, tag in, do the move, tag out, go to the finish, and it's done. That's it. It was a 5 match like that with the Young Bucks at the end. We got Mark Kellner Harms. All righty.
Yeah, they that boxer guy is I don't understand. They're building him up to be some kind of unbeatable force or something. A go-go guy.
Anthony,
Just that punch in the stomach that he does over and over. I don't really understand. Like the guy hasn't done one wrestling move. It's just all he does is he comes in and punches somebody in the stomach, and that's it.
And he's fighting Cody. Like the guy appears on 3-4 episodes. All he does is punch a guy in the stomach.
Yeah.
He's a complete unknown, the guy. And now he's in one of the marquee match against one of the top stars there.
You'd think this guy was like Elegante or something back in WCW days. I mean, hell, he doesn't wrestle any. It's just a big punch in the stomach. Well, he did do a little different. He did this little thing where he threw the guy in the air and punched him.
Pop-up punch kind of deal.
Yeah, that was. I guess he showed he could do something a little different, but I don't get it.
Greetings from Manitoba, says Mark. It's a pretty freaking hot day around here, Mark. How about you? Is it hot over there today? There was a hot and humid day here in Ontario, Robbie.
Yeah, it was hot here. It was 87 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not sure what that is Celsius, but it's got pretty warm today.
So let's go step by step with these freaking matches there. We started off with what? We had
what was the first match? Trying to remember.
Fuck, where's my notes? Did I fucking throw them out already? Christian versus Mike Seidel.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Yeah, Mike.
So you go ahead and give them your thoughts on this shit, Robbie. There, me, I gave my thoughts on the page. There, I'm gonna be giving some thoughts on here. There, it was raining, said Mark. Raining in Manitoba. The sky was gray here too, but it didn't rain there. It was fucking raining fire. How fucking hot it was.
Yeah, it was sunny here. Humid.
I thought the good Lord was coming back, Robbie. It was so hot out there. I show you what I'm drinking, Robbie, there.
What the fuck are you drinking, WJ?
Had to cool down with a big froster, Robbie.
Nice.
Froster.
That's like a 7-Eleven special.
Froster.
Yeah, that first match, the Matt Seidel and Christian, it was okay. I mean, it for what it was, you know, Matt Seidel wasn't as good as what he did in the match, but
was it too I thought it was too competitive there.
Yeah.
I think Christian coming in as a supposed huge star.
Yeah, it's like he has
I think he should like fucking wipe the floor with this Matt Seidel there. This company needs to start making money and quit making friends or whatever. You know what I mean? They're not doing Christian any favors with this by putting him in a bland match with a jobber and making it last 20 minutes. And then they get their ass kicked, both men anyway, right? Christian got his ass kicked by Team Taz at the end there. Why not fucking have just a short match? You have Christian beat him fast and impressively in 5 minutes. Then he does a promo or something. Right? Christian can talk. Have him beat him fast, cut a promo instead of just the usual fucking group attack every fucking 10 minutes on the show there.
Yeah, that's
so, go ahead, I'm gonna roll a joint and so I can calm down, Robbie. I'm getting pissed off here there with this.
Well, it's just like pretty much every match has to be 15 or yeah, you get the odd ones that are short, but most of the matches they make too long. It's like every match, even if it's somebody that's a jobber, they got to give them 10 to 15 minutes. It's like you should be squashing somebody like that. Like, you know, I don't understand why they do that on every match. I guess to try to make it look like it's better wrestling, but just it's unbelievable. Like if you're fighting somebody that's like a jobber and it takes you 20 minutes to beat them.
Here's the thing, Robbie. This so-called better wrestling doesn't sell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
You know who does better wrestling? NXT. They have the best in-ring wrestling probably for that nerdy type of in-ring work there. with that kind of style there, they probably have the best in-ring work like that, and they have the least amount of viewership. That should tell you the truth about what fucking sells.
You gotta have a reason to want to watch the matches. You gotta build up storylines, and gotta give character to the wrestlers. I mean, the wrestlers all seem very bland nowadays. It's like they don't really have anything original to them. And then when they try to show something, it comes off like they're trying too hard. It's just they don't have that natural gift to them. I don't know, it's just you can tell. I mean, the Young Bucks is number one example. They're trying to be heels and they're horrible. It's just I don't know. They think they're funny when they're not. Cringe.
Did you see when Nick Jackson, when he first walks to the ring and he has something weird on his head or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, it just looks so fucking silly, and they're like, they're supposedly the main event for the night.
Yeah, they annoy me. Both of them do. The posing they do, and that annoys me.
So then Christian wins the match after like fucking 15 minutes there. And to me, it just like they're having a quote unquote competitive match there, but it's like, to me, it's like, I get it. You want to give your buddy a match there, but like it's boring. Like, I don't know. To me, it just felt too long for. And I like Matt Seidel. He's past his prime there. Like, I don't know where they're going with this. To me, it just makes for boring television. But after Christian wins, then Team Taz came out. Hey, Robbie, I watched this match yesterday. I had to watch this in two shots because I was falling asleep after watching this Christian match yesterday. So I pretty much forgot what happened with Sting there, or with Team Taz. They came out and beat them all up or whatever there.
Yeah, Adam Page came out there and tried to help him out, and he ended up getting beat up.
What were you saying to me about Adam Page before there?
Oh, they've made him look. You know, at one time they were building him up like he was going to be a number one contender for Kenny Omega, and then all of a sudden they just had him job out. Like, he's not even taken, to me, I don't even take him. I like Adam Page, but I can't take him seriously to where they're booking him. It's like, damn, you guys are ruining him. Just, you know, he was supposed to be one of your biggest stars, and now he can't win a match. He's like he's acting goofy. That goofy shit that he's doing. Like, what?
Isn't he the guy that's isn't he in the big quote unquote storyline arc with a big majestic long-term storytelling program with Kenny Omega?
That's what I was thinking.
Adam Page is the one that's gonna dethrone the Lion King, or he's maybe Adam Page is the Lion King. I don't know. There, for some reason, their fans, they keep talking about Lion King on Twitter. There.
I mean, who can you see Kenny Omega? Who do you really want to see Kenny Omega wrestle? There's not really a whole lot of people I want to see him get in the ring with. Adam Page is one of the few people that I'd like to see him wrestle.
Like, if Adam Page, like they're a good fit for a match. Yeah. But if Adam Page wins, is he ready to be world champ right now, you think?
I don't know. That's a good one, because the way they book him is shitty, and this goofy depressed act and then happy act, and he's drinking all the time. It'd be different if he was like a badass redneck or something, or some kind of something a little bit more intimidating. But I don't understand this whole
Now
goofy
he's just hanging out with the Dark Order.
Yeah, that's another.
Whatever that is, like.
Dark Order, it's like it's not even a serious thing. It's just lame, cringy comedy wrestling. It's not even funny. It's like
Are
I
they
said,
going to be, unless they plan on keeping the belt on Omega for like another 2 years and they build up slowly, Adam Page, I don't know there. But.
yeah, I don't. I hope he doesn't keep the title that damn long.
Like if he was the first fucking when the show started, he fought a big match against Jericho for the belt. They could have kept him at least presented like an upper mid-carder, that he has a big match like every week or every, say, couple of weeks or something there. They could have kept him as a serious competitor that's, why does he have to be with the Job Squad guys? Like, how does this help his character to look like the star?
Destroys them. Just shitty
Why
booking.
does he have to be with anybody? Like they had him say in the show, I've been part of teams and groups. Then he was stuck with the Matt Hardy stuff, and now they did a thing that they wanted him to join Dark Order, and he said no. Remember that?
Yeah, it's like he said no, but he's in it anyways.
He's
like
still in it. Like,
yeah,
what the fuck? Like,
that's the thing, right? It don't make any sense. Their booking doesn't make any fucking sense. Like you got guys turning heel one week and then one week they're babyface. It's like you don't even know who to pull for. It's like, well, one week they're booing these people and then next week they're good guys. So I don't know what the hell am I supposed to follow, I can't suspend disbelief because of the booking. It's just garbage. That's the main problem is there's no logic or meaning behind what they do. It's just they just shoot shit at it's like shooting shit at a board and seeing if it'll stick. Pretty much what they're doing. Yeah, I don't know. To me, Kenny Omega, there's not too many other people that he could wrestle that I'm really excited to see. Yeah.
Eddie Kingston against Omega can be a match there.
Yeah.
Not Eddie Kingston to win though there, but I don't know if they could have Kenny wrestle and he won and the fans will react like it's big there, but unless they do like Kenny Omega versus Sting, I don't know, like.
Yeah, Sting's too old. He can't carry a match like that.
He can't have a real match, but like
he could do like
I don't know what's the biggest match they could do. Like he's already wrestled Jericho or maybe Kenny and Cody Rhodes, I guess.
Yeah, I know that Jericho said he'd like to wrestle Sting, so I wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't happen.
They're going to do say Kenny against Christian, Kenny possibly against the Big Show that they have there. I don't know who else is big that how they can present a big match. There's not that many guys that they could present as a big match, like a real one,
They got Miro, but he's a TNT champion. They got
Brian Cage. Do you think that's a good match? Or?
It'd be an odd match. It'd be awkward.
It doesn't look right. The two of them there.
Be kind of an unorthodox wrestling match because of their styles. I think Brian, the best wrestler they could put him in a feud with that would make sense if they were trying to make things make sense would be Adam Page, but they're not gonna. Obviously, they're doing something different with Kenny. I don't know.
It'll take a while then before Paige could fight, and unless like them, like they just do a fucking number one contender, and then Adam Page just randomly wins and fights Kenny a week later. And then the fans, oh my God, the arc is coming true. Like, they haven't talked to each other in 2 years, and now he's fighting him next week out of nowhere. The big long-term storytelling is coming true, you know, like, what's the long-term story? Like, Hogan and Savage, let's say, you know, the storyline started and then it built up all fucking year, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
These were long-term stories, like they were actually in the story the whole fucking year, and the storyline was building up each week, and it progressed for a year. And then it exploded at WrestleMania, you know what I mean? Back in the day, that was a long-term storytelling.
That's the thing.
They have a match, or they're in a team, they lose. He loses a match, and then they're completely they're not in the story together, you know?
Yeah.
Long-term storytelling, it's just Adam Page hanging out with jobbers. Where's the long-term story? Like, they had a match last year, like they were in the team. There's no long-term story there. Like, you and I did something 2 years ago, and now we're going to talk about it and have a new match. Oh my God, this is incredible long-term booking. Like, in the world of Dave Meltzer, there's this thing they call a callback. Like, oh, in the match in Japan, they did this move, and then they did the move again, but this time he reversed it. Oh my God, such incredible storytelling. See, that's how they act, you see.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I mean, that's just like this tag team deal, right? They had the Young Bucks versus the Varsity Blondes, and then when they lose, automatically John Moxley and what's his name, Eddie Kingston, move up to number one contender. Like, goofy. Like, I don't know how they.
So this is very next level booking, long-term storytelling.
Yeah.
Guy randomly attacks another guy, and out of nowhere, oh, we just heard from Tony Khan, they're having a match next week.
Next week on Dynamite, we're gonna.
Oh my God, a mid-carder from WWE against an indie guy that people really don't care about, but you only pretend to because he's an AEW. Oh my God, I can't wait for this. And it's next week, Tony said. Oh my God.
This is awesome.
So Moxley and Kingston, they come out, and then the Acclaim come out, and one of them cuts a promo and completely buries the two of them, kind of deal in the promo. Like, he kind of made fun of Eddie Kingston there, the way he dresses, and that he looks like a jobber and stuff, you know. He made fun of Dean Ambrose. I forget what he said there, but
it's something about the oral sessions. His
why like that about his wife? Let's say,
yeah.
like, big shot. Like, usually that's something that, like, The Rock would say to a heel, right? And then the heel pretends to react to that, right? And the crowd laughs, you know what I mean? But this is like the heel fucking young lower mid-carder who doesn't even matter yet, let's say. A young heel fucking burying one of your top stars, let's say, and they both look like goofs getting put down by this young kid, let's say.
Yeah.
Like the crowd was reacting like they were getting fucking slammed at a rap contest. See?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't like they'll lose the match. So they've been losing the matches here pretty much every week at Acclaim, but they always, like you say, they'll cut down the big star. Doesn't make
They
any
buried
sense.
him. They buried the way with the way he looked at Eddie Kingston. I start laughing at Kingston, and when he said that when he said about Dean Ambrose' wife and oral section, and then that shows the face of Dean Ambrose, I was laughing. You know what I mean? I'm not supposed to laugh at the face, me, when I'm watching it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Usually you're supposed to laugh at a heel. The heel is the guy that looks like a goof. That's not one of your top star. See? But what did you think of this match there?
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't bad. It was an okay
It was a
match.
wrestling match, right?
Yeah.
The basic, right? It was okay. I think like Eddie Kingston is a bit funny. Him when Eddie Kingston he started out in AEW, and the fans were saying he's the best talker in the business and one of the best heels of all time.
Who's that?
If like the AEW fans, they were saying they were like overrating Eddie Kingston at the beginning. You remember that there?
Yeah, I mean he's okay, but he isn't.
Like then they were saying put the belt on him. He's the best talker in the business. One of the best heels of all time. Best heel currently. Blah blah blah. So when you hear fucking claims like that, of course, see, but that's when the AEW fans do that, then it puts Eddie Kingston in a bad position, because then people are like, well, no, he's not the greatest of all time at anything. He's just an indie guy bum, you're going to say, because they fucking present it like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, like once that is all out of the way there, I think Eddie Kingston, he's not a formidable wrestler. He's a decent talker. He certainly doesn't have the look, you know what I mean? I couldn't take him as a real star, but like he's a funny guy a bit,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? He has character, you know?
Yeah, I mean they'd put him, I want to say comedy wrestler, but kind of in a way. He'd be a mid card or somewhere like that.
So he does a couple things in the match. Sometimes it's a little funny the way he is, you know what I mean? And I think it kind of looks okay, him and Moxley together, right? I guess.
Yeah.
It looks better than other shit on the show, you know?
They have a little bit of chemistry together, so I mean it works. Like sometimes you can tell when tag teams are just thrown together, they don't really work well together or gel.
I'm watching Moxley in the ring. He kind of looks like he's just going through the motions. Do you notice that?
Yeah.
It's like he's not putting any effort into there in this match. Like he's moving slow, just giving some slow looking kicks, and just looks like he's not putting in big effort. You know what I mean? Phoning it in or whatever. Like this match was okay. There was a couple of okay look. It was like a normal wrestling match there. So
yeah, he wasn't. Talking about Dean Ambrose, he hasn't looked that great the last few weeks. I've noticed that that energy. He ain't wrestling like he did when he first came in. He's kind of mellowed out a little.
Is he already unhappy in AEW, or
I don't think
is
he's unhappy.
AEW
It's just
still paradise? Or
I think he just probably got comfortable. Hell, there ain't so much he can do there unless he's gonna. He likes to do those brutal, those what they call blood matches and stuff. He likes to do that kind of stuff. He started off in CZW, so that's all they do over there is the hardcore wrestling. I watched that Nick Gage. What was it? Dark
what
Side.
is this Nick Gage stuff? Is this a CZW match that's gonna happen, or?
It was just a behind the thing on him, like a story about Nick Gage. He's a CCW wrestler. He ended up going to prison for robbing a bank. And then he went back because he broke his probation. He's crazy, man. They do those damn death matches and where they got light bulbs and all kind of shit. Pizza cutter. They showed him and Dean Ambrose in a match, and he took a pizza cutter and cut Dean Ambrose's mouth open one time.
We got a Hafiz Hussein in the chat.
What's up? What's up, Hafiz? I saw he's mentioned us both. What's up, WJ and Robbie?
And then we had Paige and Sky cutting the promo. Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky.
Oh, yeah.
And then Sting and Darby Allin came out and they attacked them or whatever.
Yeah, they gonna run over them in that pay-per-view. That's gonna be a squash match. Oh.
Just two random guys thrown together. two young guys randomly chosen to take a loss to Sting. You know what I mean? They just have say 2-3 weeks of fake fucking obvious cheap throwaway build up. Yeah. Just take the loss to Sting and go home. That's it.
Yep.
Random guys. And Scorpio Sky, you were talking to me about how it's weird. They just turned him heel out of nowhere.
Yeah. They built him up as a babyface, had him wrestle one of the best wrestlers, Chris Jericho, and give him one hell of a match. And then all of a sudden, okay, we're just going to turn you heel after you just got people behind you. And that's just, they do stuff like this. They'll turn people.
Their fans wanted him to be world champ. Remember that last year on Twitter? They were writing they wanted him to win the world title and stuff. So when fans are saying this, you take Scorpio Sky and you make him wrestle on the show and cut promos for storylines. You don't just fucking put him on TV once every 6 months and then he wins a brass rings match, gets beat by fucking Darby Allin, then he turns heel out of nowhere. Then he's just going to get beat by a 60-year-old man. And then what? Like, why didn't they use him as a star? Now he wants to fight a 60-year-old man. I don't know if he could be a star, but like their fans were saying he was becoming over, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he's getting over. And I think he could have been. I think he has the talent to be good. I don't know if he would be.
He could have been the guy to win the TNT title, right? They could have went with him to win that belt, but they didn't.
Yeah, they could have done something with him better than what they're doing. That's what I say. They mishandle a lot of. They have talent, but they misbook them. That's the problem. You book.
Had the cat on the computer there. But like they could have went with him, and now like Darby Allin, you know, there was the claim that he was over, and there's the obvious. See, they think that he's over, putting him in the main event and stuff. But like I'm seeing some fans starting to complain about Darby Allin recently on Twitter, you know.
Well, they did take the title off of him, so I mean, they kind of demoted him a little. I mean, he's no longer champion, so.
And I don't know if Rusev was the best one for that position either.
Heck no, I don't understand that. There's so many other ones they could have went with besides him, but I guess they want to build him. I mean, they screwed up his character. I really wish that he would have kept the same kind of character. I know they couldn't have used the same name, but or I don't know.
If Lana goes to AEW, maybe he has a fighting chance there. Maybe AEW will give him the belt. But as like you heard on this promo tonight, he's not really that good. But
No.
We'll get to that after there. In the third match, Hikaru Shida defeated Rebel. She hasn't wrestled that much. Rebel there on Dynamite. Hikaru Shida, I like her, but I don't know if she does a good job as champ. You know what I mean? She can't really talk. No presence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She looks like a friendly girl. She's a cute girl, you know, but like no presence to be champ. Let's say I think she's had the belt for a long enough time there.
I think they're getting ready to put that title on Britt Baker.
If they don't fucking pull the switch on Britt Baker now, then fucking I really don't know what they're doing there. But so Hikaru Shida defeated Rebel in a pretty simple throwaway match there. It's okay match. No botches there.
Yeah. Well, short match. It was okay. It wasn't the best, but.
And then you had Orange Cassidy, Kenny Omega, and Don Callis. Pretty much in a comedy skit there.
Yeah. Cringe. Oh.
Pretty much comedy skit backstage, let's say.
Yeah. He's just not funny. He tries. He really does, but he just Kenny Omega tries, but just I don't know. I'm not impressed. A lot of people say he's the best thing going, but I don't know. He doesn't do nothing for me. I tried to be open minded with him, but I don't really see much in him. What do you think about Kenny Omega, WJ? What's your views on Kenny?
Well, me, I like heels more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of like him more as a heel than whatever the fuck he was supposed to be until this point, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's Kenny Omega, a star from Japan, but he was just fucking bland as fuck. According to Dave Meltzer, there was all kind of great shit and great storytelling happening, but when I watch, it was just random stuff. Kenny getting beat up by Pac, Kenny getting beat up by Moxley, Kenny getting beat by the Young Bucks. And then at some point, he's the cleaner now, and he's become a comedian kind of deal. So,
yeah,
I guess it's a little. Well, like I said, it feels like I'm watching like some kind of third-rate comedy. You know what I mean? Like if they're like third-rate gang, like it's like they're like a gangster group in the B movie or something. You know what I mean? Like they're guys from like a fucking low-level TV show kind of deal. You know what I mean? Like they're the bad guys on the show. It's kind of like that, the vibe, you know?
Yeah.
Like a little gang of goofy bad guys there, Omega and Callis, you know?
Yeah, I think Callis is actually okay. I mean, I don't.
Well, I kind of like Don Callis
Yeah,
as a talker, you know what I mean? He's funny, I think, you know?
yeah, he's actually okay what he does. I just can't get into Kenny. I try because everybody.
But it's hard to see Kenny as a legit wrestling champ. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I don't buy him as a real star. Like,
yeah,
he's okay to be a star on the indie scene. I guess he's a big enough guy with blonde hair. You know, he looks like he could be a champ there in an indie fed. But I don't know if, like, for example, this act. It wouldn't be good enough to be on Raw, for example. Like I know Raw is shitty, yeah, but
yeah,
like the champ has to be presented as a serious champ. Like Bobby Lashley doesn't go there and do a bunch of goofy sketches like Kenny is doing. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Like I like some of their stuff there with Don Callis and Kenny. Sometimes I'll I don't laugh like if it's hilarious, but it's like it's. I feel like when I watch, I'm like, fuck, this is fucking goofy. You know what I mean? Fucking cheesy. You know what? Like that. But like it, I don't take it like it fucking. Like it's serious wrestling. It's not fucking big time wrestling.
Yeah, that's what's lacking.
It's like if the Fed would be like a parody Fed and
Yeah,
Kenny are like the comedian bad guys on the show. You know what I mean? He's like the goofy champion if it was like a TV show parody kind of deal, you know?
yep. That's the problem. There's nothing serious anymore. It's all just I don't know, like a parody. Like everything's a parody of itself in wrestling.
I'm smoking a lot of dope tonight, Robbie. My words might not be the best, but I'm glad you understand what I'm saying. Like I find some of the Don Callis and Kenny stuff like a little funny if it's like supposed to be a fucking bad sketch comedy, you see? Like like last week when Don Callis comes out, hey, you paid by the hour, podcast. And then Kenny comes out with the belt from behind, like it's like so fucking goofy that it's funny, you know what I mean? I'm not
Yeah,
seeing this as a serious wrestling angle. And I'm like, oh shit, Pac and Orange Cassidy and Kenny Omega, this is the big league. This is a serious world title match, right? But if you would think of it as a fucking goofy sketch comedy joke, well, then it's a little funny. You think? The way he goofy comes in like a goof and hits Pac, and it looks so damn goofy and fake. You see? It looks so bad that it comes out funny, like watching a Godzilla movie. You know what I mean? But it's almost like that, like if it's a parody of a wrestling show and they're just goofing around, you know? But
yeah.
And then we had the Inner Circle promo. We had the Pinnacle at a restaurant.
That was stupid, yeah.
The other one was holding a knife during the whole promo. Was that supposed to be cool, the knife or whatever there?
And then the busting of the glass.
And that was so bad, obvious, fake, bad acting there. The other one acting like he's a mafia guy in the restaurant there.
Warlord.
Dillinger, the bum jobber there. Grabbing the waiter for his drink or whatever, putting the waiter in the headlock. Fucking Ty Dillinger isn't even big or anything. I don't like. If he grabbed me in the restaurant, I'd show him a thing or two, Rob. He's not even intimidating, is what I mean. He's not believable. Him like he'd be grabbing guys in restaurant by the throat. Yeah. But then the Inner Circle responded, and they said that they were going to accept the challenge that the Inner Circle will disband. If they disband, it's okay. The Pinnacle is already the same fucking group. It's the same fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's pretty much true because a lot of the people were in the Inner Circle.
It's like Jericho and MJF are the similar guys.
Mm-hmm.
They have a tag team. They both have a big bland guy in it and an extra guy.
Yeah, you're right. That's true. They're pretty much the same kind of faction.
Fucking setting the group, just change the person. You know what I mean?
I kind of wonder if that's what's going to happen. They're going to lose at the pay-per-view and then disband. And
like the guy and Ty Dillinger are different. Sammy Guevara. But like Sammy Guevara is the Spanish god, they call him. And the other day, MJF called Ty Dillinger the Canadian god. You know what I mean? So it's the same fucking group. Like, how can people not see that it's like taking the Four Horsemen and just making another identical group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you take a blonde guy that looks like Flair, another guy that's like short, pudgy guy like Arn Anderson, and a different wrestler, and you make the same fucking stable, basically. And this is the same stable. Pinnacle is the same fucking group. Like, and then the match, Serena Deeb defeated Red Velvet. Velvet was when Brandy Rhodes couldn't show up because she got pregnant to wrestle Shaq. Red Velvet came in as Cody's partner, basically, because she looked like his wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. And
so what happens when Brandy comes back? She's replaced Brandy because she looks like her a lot, right?
Yeah.
She was even fucking like, why would this girl even want to defend Cody Rhodes? It's just they replaced his wife with a look-alike, basically. So when the real one comes back, what happens to Red Velvet? Are they going to try to change her look a little bit?
She ain't gonna do nothing but lose. She'll be jobbed out. I don't really care for Brandy Rhodes. I mean, I like to look at her, but as far as in wrestling, she don't need to be wrestling.
That shows that Rhodes has too much power for her on television.
Yeah, she needs to get off the television. She's just not good. I know that ain't gonna happen though, because Cody. But
Like that Nightmare Collective group was pretty retarded television. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They stopped doing it, but that's how bad it was. That's how terrible it was that the company just said, "Okay, we're gonna drop this." Like, and the fans were applauding it. Oh, they stopped doing it because we complained. This is great. They're heroes for stopping it. Well, what about the fact that they were putting on some of the most retarded TV out there in the first place, you know?
Yep.
What did we have next there? Antonio Go defeated Austin Gunn.
Yeah, that's the punching match. Yeah.
Tell us about this, Robbie. I'm almost done this Friday night joint here, Robbie. I'm about to quit smoking pot soon in a few days there. So what happened in this match?
You know, Walston Gunn started off with a little bit of offense, but it was he got cut off with the punch in the gut, and it was like 3 times in a row he punched him and won the match. Anthony Ogogo did. It was he did do a modification of a punch, kind of like a jump up punch, a little different. But he didn't really do any wrestling moves. It was just punches. And he ended up winning.
So Anthony Ogogo, Cody Rhodes. Like, how can they grab a guy that they just finished training? Like, this is one of the guys from Cody Rhodes' school or whatever. It's obvious that it's like one of his students. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's obvious it's one of the students. It's fucking fake. It's the guy's green. He's not ready to be a wrestler for real yet, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't showed me anything. He can punch, that's all. I mean,
he comes out on Dynamite. He shows up a few weeks, just punches people in the stomach. That's it. Most of the stuff I've seen was one punch in the stomach, 1, 2, 3, or a punch, and the ref would stop the match or whatever.
yeah, because supposedly all the wrestlers get knocked out. I mean, how many times have you seen people get punched in the stomach in a wrestling match and they still continue? It's just so stupid. You know?
Well, like in every AEW match, most of them, the punches look fucking fake. They're just running in a choreographed fashion from corner to corner. Once in a while, they'll throw in a fake punch while they fucking just play gymnastics with each other, right? They don't even put any attempt to make the punch look real. They don't even, the other guy doesn't even sell that he got punched, hardly. It's just a quick in between while they run from corner to corner.
That's true. They do that. It's mainly gymnastics and stage dives, and pretty much all it is. Tag team matches all look the same. Everything's like I say, stage dives, off the top turnbuckle. Party. It's like watching the circus come to town. I don't know. Or does gymnastics now. That's like when people do the flips and shit. That's pretty much what they do. Olympics. Yeah.
So, up next, it was Miro and Lance Archer. So Miro came out and cut a cheap promo, a boring promo, like Like Lana was the promo cutter, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she lost, or she's gone now. She's not with him. Him by himself cutting horrible promos. I don't know where it's gonna fucking lead. And then Lance Archer comes out and he's cutting the boring promo.
It's horrible.
They got Jake the Snake out there looking like he's ready to fucking be placed in a retirement home. No offense. He looks like he can barely walk out there. You know what I mean?
Man, he's got COPD. I'm shocked he's still able to come out to the ring.
He has a big sickness, or
Yeah, COPD. That's where he have a hard time breathing.
man, why is he out there?
Oxygen, or a lot of times when you get COPD, sometimes you have to get put on oxygen. So I don't know if he's on oxygen or not. But
he doesn't look physically like he's good to go out there. And then in the main event, the Young Bucks versus the Varsity Blondes.
yeah, match was okay, but the Young Bucks just annoy me. The match actually was an okay match, but I get annoyed by them. That's just
that spot they did when he was walking on the ropes there. They were walking like he was walking on the ropes and holding his hand or whatever, and walking in the goofy fashion on the top rope. Was that supposed to be a mocking the Undertaker walk? Was that because there was apparently a clip that went viral that this El Fantasmo guy was walking on the ropes and it looked choreographed, people were saying. I don't know if they were mocking that but when you see, it's like they're just goofing off in the ring, you know what I mean? The Young Bucks.
yeah.
Is it funny? It's a little weird, you know? It might be a little funny what he's doing, but it's it doesn't look like a serious wrestling match, you know?
Mm-hmm. I don't find those guys that funny. Cringe.
And then the Young Bucks won, obviously, against these guys there. And Brian Pillman Jr. You like Brian Pillman Jr.? Yeah, I got nothing against him. I just think it looks weird, like the son of Pillman, but he doesn't have the genetics. You know what I mean? He's
he's not like his dad. I mean, he's trying. He's getting better, but he's not. No, he's not as good as his dad. No, not by a long shot. I mean,
he's not physically. It doesn't look like Pillman, you know. Pillman was in better shape and stuff, taller. He's short and like a little fat a bit, let's say.
Yeah, he's okay though. I mean, he ain't his dad. You know,
no. He has the haircut to try to look like him, but even Pillman had better hair. I don't know. It's
Pillman's just
he doesn't have the genetics of his dad. He looks like him, but
Pillman had that cult of personality. He don't have that personality that his dad.
He had an aura about him in WWE too. He had an aura.
He's trying to have it.
In WCW, Pillman was like a pretty boy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Him, the son, he doesn't have that. You know. He doesn't have the star power style of the dad. But he got his ass whooped anyway there by the Young Bucks.
Yeah, I hate
Then Kingston and Ambrose came in. They attacked the Young Bucks, and the other one stole his shoes or whatever, the expensive Jordan shoes there. Like for the past 3-4 weeks in the match, it's all about their shoes and like just present regular television there. Fuck. So that's about it. I guess it was kind of bland, the show a bit, or what?
Well, nothing special. I mean, it was average matches.
I thought it wasn't, I didn't like nothing horrible happened, right? But it was just like a bunch of low quality stuff, average to low quality kind of deal.
Yeah, it's not.
What was the best match? I guess Young Bucks, or I don't know.
The women's, I would say Serena
Deeb.
Yeah, versus Red Velvet. The guys, probably that main event. Yeah, I hate to give Young Bucks credit, but the Young Bucks and the Varsity Blondes probably.
Moxley and Kingston is maybe the match I enjoyed the most there. I didn't enjoy it. Like, I loved the match, but a couple moments made me laugh a little bit. So there was at least that there. But like, I failed to see really in what reality is this like sim wrestling. Like,
it's not awesome wrestling. It's just average and mediocre. It's not really. It isn't as good as they make it to be. It really isn't. I mean, like I said, the only thing I could say good about this week is there wasn't a lot of tag team matches. I don't like when they have like 4 or 5 tag team matches. And I think that's why it was a little bit more bearable to watch. Because you only had like, we had 2 tag team matches the whole night. So it was more bearable to watch. When you put like 4 or 5 tag team matches on Dynamite, the tag team matches pretty much look the same. It makes it harder to watch. That's just my opinion. I think that's probably why it wasn't so bad. It was more bearable. You have more single matches. That's just my theory. It's like Teddy Long's booking it or something on tag team matches.
So they got their pay-per-view when on the 30th.
Yeah, in the month, yeah.
So they got another week to fucking try to promote this there. Orange Cassidy, Pac, and Omega. Obvious Omega retain. Like,
who's honestly going to pay $29.99 to watch Kenny Omega versus Pac versus Orange Cassidy? I can't.
Cody match against the Go-Go is just throwaway shit. That there.
Yeah,
Sting, I guess Sting, but like I said, Sting against 2 random guys, like 2 random guys they just threw together for a feud. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they'll run over down in that match. I mean, they might let them give him a little bit of a match, but you know they're going to win.
Young Bucks against Moxley and Kingston is probably the biggest match so far on the card.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to be the main event. Maybe that should be the main event.
Probably Kenny Omega
or Moxley and Kingston against Young Bucks. Then Young Bucks can pretend that the tag team revolution is a big deal, that they main evented the pay-per-view because Omega versus Pac and Orange Cassidy is pretty cheap for a world title match, I think, personally, there. According to AEW fans, Orange Cassidy is super over, but I don't think that matches reality, you know what I mean?
No. He may be over in as far as being goofy and their type of comedy, but he's not that type of over. He shouldn't put a world title on him. But hopefully they don't.
Fuck, I can't remember what else. I don't.
Pretty much it, I think. We've covered.
There's Miro versus Lance Archer. I think it's at the pay-per-view, that too. Inner Circle versus Pinnacle in the football match or whatever.
That person was.
It's a personal match.
They think they're the NWO. That's all it is. They think they're NWO. They're not. That's what it is. They act. Every faction tries to be like the NWO. It's just don't. They're not.
That's all it is, yeah. Trying to replicate that all the time there.
I mean, what's a Jake Hager is he's dull. It's dull to me. You know.
Apparently WWE is going live again there in
Yeah, I saw that June starting
July
July.
in Texas.
Yeah, concerts are coming back here this summer too. Motley Crue and some bunch of bands like that going to be playing here. I guess
the Pinnacle and the Inner Circle, to be honest. It's okay. I'm not saying the groups are bad, but like both groups, like they're pretty fucking similar groups. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I think Jericho, like the group, it's now that they've been together for a year, you'd say, but like when it started off, it was pretty generic, just guys put together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like a historic group, this, there. It's just like guys randomly thrown together. But now that they've been together for a long time, it's it's become a thing, but like I'll never think of Inner Circle like it was a big deal, like DX or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen the NWA behind the paywall or whatever?
NWA. What's it called? Behind the. I haven't seen.
You haven't seen the NWA since it came back there?
No, I haven't because you have to pay for it now.
So you haven't heard anything that's going on or anything?
No, I haven't. Because it used to be they put it on their YouTube channel, and then they decided to go to a streaming platform.
Isn't that like stupid? Like people were liking it, right, for a while because it had an old school feel, and Cornette was on commentary there.
Mm-hmm.
And then they fucking now they're just behind the paywall, so like
it's stupid. They're not making. I guarantee you, they're not making that much money off of doing that.
It would have made more sense just to show each week on YouTube like they were doing, or maybe get a little TV deal. Fuck.
Yeah, it just seems cheap.
Why put it like that? Like it's with all the free wrestling you can get, like You can get WWE, fucking AEW, Impact, Ring of Honor on television. There's all kind of little indie feds too, like on different channels. You can get like sometimes indie companies. And like, why would you pay for NWA when you can get all the other shit for free on cable? Fuck, you know?
My biggest argument for not for it. I mean, you know, it didn't make sense to me why they pulled all, and see, they pulled every episode off of their YouTube channel, privated it, and then put it on a streaming platform. So you have to pay to watch all of their shows. It's just stupid. I don't know.
Like
That's
New Japan, right? It's fucking hailed as great by Meltzer, and it's built a cult who believes that Meltzer and that New Japan is tremendous and amazing or whatever. Well, you know, so there's people might have a reason to pay and to pay for this fucking app of New Japan, you know what I mean? Because it has like fucking half the fucking indie fans worshipping it and stuff like this, you know, Meltzer praises them and stuff. So people might want to pay to watch it because apparently it's a big deal, according to Meltzer, you know. But why would you want to pay for NWA? It's obvious that it's like low budget stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah.
If it's free and you can watch for free, then all right, I'll watch. It's cheap, low budget, but it gives me feel good, the old school feeling. I'll watch. But is it worth paying $10 to watch an episode or whatever? Then probably not. You know.
I don't think it is. I mean, when you can get WWE pay-per-views for like, $4.99 now, why would I pay that just to watch an hour of wrestling? It's ridiculous.
Now Impact is bringing in guys from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Oh, so there you go. You can see the big heroic stars. They're such big timers in New Japan. It's such a big deal when they go to AEW, but the same guys are wrestling for TNA in front of 12 people there. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like that, like if they do a big talent exchange, like everybody has the same wrestlers, why would you care? See? It's all gonna be fucking big mix. Every fed's gonna look the same or what?
Yeah.
AW pay-per-views aren't worth $50.
Oh,
So,
no. Yeah, it's 30. You think they're $29.99 on that BR, wherever they BR report or whatever they call it, Bleach report. I think it's $29.99 plus tax. There ain't no way to pay that.
I tried watching NWA and MLW once. I couldn't get into it. I watched one episode myself of MLW. I like the name Major League Wrestling, you know,
Yeah.
but that's about all I like when I was watching it. But maybe I could watch it again and see what it looks like there. NWA, I watched a few episodes, but
Yeah, they were good when they first started. Now they lost a lot of their talent. So
I liked when it first started, like that Tim Storm and Joe C. Face and stuff. But like after a while, I just forgot it existed there.
Yeah, they don't have the power they had. They lost a lot of their wrestlers during this COVID stuff.
So that's about it for the wrestling talk for tonight, Robbie.
Yeah, I'm getting tired. My eyes are getting where they closing.
So you've been doing some TikTok. Have you retired from YouTube officially now, or?
Yeah, I'm done with YouTube. If I do anything, it'll be on TikTok. I've been watching a lot of TikTok, but I might do videos on there.
Yeah.
Watching the Well, watch a few people on YouTube and then usually TikTok.
Do some vids on here for the group. The group there.
And that old Juggernaut page filled up.
I see somebody. It just shows me Facebook user on my end there. Somebody wrote, "We want more wrestling talk." That's what you're gonna get. Fuck, some wrestling talk there.
Wrestling.
So, so that's about it, folks. Y'all have a good night now.
Night, everybody.
Try to try to do good, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about helping each other out there. It's all about the Lord Jesus Christ. There, we want more. We want more drama talk. What's this there, Robbie? There, drama talk.
We're in this for one thing, folks. Worldwide. I can't do it.
Oh, all right there. So, y'all have a good night there, folks. Any final words, Robbie?
Peace.
Peace.